Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight.
Welcome back to part 3 of our Necromancer skeleton horde run of SOVL. There's our full skelly army, marching along in obedient undead fashion, unperturbed. I think where we left off yet, we just got our way into Act 2 and started fighting our way in. We kind of have a look, we're going to be going... I think we gamed out that we would like this path, because once we get to here, this is where the most fights are, and we get our healing at the end, so we can see whether or not we want to go up or down, depending on how badly kicked around we've been when we get to that point, or what that random event in fact is. And then again, we can decide here if we're desperately beleaguered or if we can go for another battle. We should be able to take that fight because we can rest at this point, so with any luck we'll be okay. These units are arrayed nicely. Yep, stretched out. We can start healing and things like that. We'll go for another battle. We've got a nice amount of gold, so by the time we get to that upcoming armory we'll have a lot to spend. Facing a brood swarm, so some definitely not Skaven looking units. Right, how do we want to do this? So again, you can basically be here to drag something's attention. Maybe over there actually would be better, so you can draw their ire. Now, so this terrain is going to be a bit of a nuisance, but we're probably fast enough with Unholy Vigour that we can just ignore it and get to where we want anyway. Oh, sorry, I meant to put the bowman there. Right, like that. You're there. Skeleton Warriors is a sort of distraction, I guess, and you up the centre. They're all on this side. Great, okay. So we're going to have someone... What's there? That's a long-ranged one, which is immediately killing my poor wights. Lose a wight. We're going to have to try and get to that pretty quickly. For the rest of it, I'm happy to pass because this is short enough range that they won't be able to reach us. Slingers there could probably take a have a look at what the rats are. Ratkin are a DLC faction, so we haven't got any character models for them yet. Just our skellies this time, I'm afraid. So he's going to come bounding forward here. I can probably flank them with this unit. They're kind of got a long range on them though, so I might be out of luck. We'll see what I can get away with. Right, so let's instead start marching up on these flamers. Oh, interesting. Do you think if I put Unholy Vigour on this unit, I could get far enough to reach them in one turn? I wouldn't really be saving it for anything, because they're not going to... The knights definitely aren't going to need it, are they? Think about how far forward they're going to come. I can definitely get into the side, so let's try and be cheeky and catch those instantly. Otherwise, I guess you could just sort of stand there, go forward, to get yourself in cover behind the long rifles so they can't hit you. They're going to shoot at me and we can't stop it. Use 2 bowmen, that's fine. Okay, so can I... It's now 11 movement. Yes, I can reach them, that's good. The only thing that scares me is that I would actually prefer the... We're going to need it to be a front charge rather than a side one. If we go for the side, what will end up happening is it's not going to let me complete the charge due to... So I just got to twist this just right, so 10. So I think I can just about see them. It's going to be close, let's get a bit closer. 10.1. We can definitely see them now, and it's majority front arc, because if we were back here like we were originally, we would be in their side arc, but then it would try and draw a straight line to there and get clipped on this terrain. Instead, this seems to be front arc. Here, the majority of our unit there is in the front, so we'll go in like that, which is good, so it'll be okay. Relevant, doesn't matter. What I'll do, I guess I'll just start firing. No, okay, let's delay a bit. I'll put this forward. What he comes, he seems to have given that spearman unit a side charge for some reason. It's going to make it hard to do any flanking here, which is going to be annoying, but never mind. Right, how do we want to do this? If I flank this unit here, obviously they'll be in a very bad position to deal with this one after. So I'll probably have to use the white guard to try and stop them. Over here, so you can... I don't know if... Oh, well, we're definitely... No, be clever. We're definitely not going to be able to flank these annoying Ratkin Alphas because they're going to have to wiggle their way in through here. It's going to be a while before they become kind of relevant, so instead what we should probably do is just start picking off some of the other stuff over there. I guess I could charge the Alphas from the front and then just Hex of Ruin them so they go down to power and defense irrelevant, just slaughter the unit instantly. It's not a bad idea, I think I will do that. So instead you can just start killing these. So it hits, okay, brilliant start. Forward they come. I am going to do this, I'm going to get you out of the way so that you can come over here and Oh, this is going to be annoying. Okay, so I'll take the side charge there, which will allow you to front charge that unit of alphas. Yeah, I can outrange them, so I'll go in, I'll kill them, and then I can start executing all of these as well. Fine by me. Weird to use a spearman unit offensively like this, but hey, it works. You're going to charge them. Oh no, I should have done that first. Last, my poor bowmen are now going to get really hammered. Oh no, I couldn't because they were charging me. Oh, I see, I was scuppered there. No matter what, because they did that first, I was never going to be able to declare a charge on them before they could do... I needed that. No, it was unworkable. So I'll just do this, then I'll take that, and we'll have to... So you can... Oh, can I flee them? Oh, reanimating units can't... Normally I'd just run away from this and then they'd be out of position, but no, reanimated units are stuck here, I'm afraid. I'm just going to have them be hit really quite badly. So I'll be fine on these, but this is a bit dire. Just going to pass, because all they can do really is bother me with that unit. Okay, so they're going to make that tricky for me here. Again, it will depend on who charges first, and annoyingly, it's going to be them who charges first, because I charged last when I put that in there. So the only way I think I can get away with this is if I Unholy Vigor myself here to give myself more range, and then back up out of range of these, just to buy a bit of time. I'm going to use Cursed Hand here so I can see what they do first. I'm going to shoot at my Skeleton Knights, who have a 2+ save rerolling, so no damage. Yeah, they're only, I think slings are only power 2, bless them, so defense 5 rerolling all saves means they're not going to do a whole lot. Here we could start resurrecting things, but it's not really crucial right now, so let's instead make it a bit easier for me to get into a better position. Okay. I need to do something about that unit, obviously, because if I don't, what will end up happening is I'm going to hit my poor spears in the back and just wipe the unit out. And annoyingly, I don't think I'm quite going to be able to hit the one I want to hit. Because to escape the charge ranges, I have to do this. Oh, it's so close. Hang on, if I go a bit further that way, get out of their charge ranges entirely, and then twist. Hey, that works, perfect. Because of my extra move speed, I am beyond their range. I can see them, so I can side charge. So when they do try and charge me, I just intercept them. So that works fine. Excellent. Take that. Done. They've stepped forward and failed. Okay, I need to make a decision with this. What will obviously end up happening is these bowmen are in for a lot of trouble. So I can stay here and support them. Or I can come over here, charge them, break them and run them away. The Skeleton Spears will win this combat, presumably, so they'll then be able to start... They'll take some shots from this stuff, but they'll be able to win these combats and kill all of that. So, yeah, I guess I'll just have you clean this up for me. As alphas are an annoyingly strong unit. Best to be rid of them. Okay, so can we deal with good hits? We got bad skill, but they have terrible defense, so yeah, that's basically the whole unit. They only hit me once, doing no damage. Great. Easy win for the Skeleton Spears. -6. I don't think we've seen a worse roll yet. Alright, the alphas are going to really hurt my poor bowman. Ouch. Yeah, okay. No damage back, but we'll crumble, and even if I crumble all three, we're still holding them in place. Way to go, bowman. Over here, can I defeat a paltry unit of flamers? I think so. Managed to lose 2 skeleton warriors, but oh well. They also run. We'll have them turn now and deal with this long rifle unit. Charges, so we're not going to allow that to happen. Get rid of you. You can't be shot, so you're going to get shot by these long rifles, but so be it. You can't quite get up into them, which is a shame. You're going to get flame. Oh, that's going to really hurt. These flamers are going to do a lot of damage to you, but can't stop it, I'm afraid. Oh, they failed to kill my... Excellent. We've been bested by skeleton armour. Just come over here and beat them to death, I suppose. Ah, that's annoying. I probably should have counteracted that one. Oh well. Because yeah, they can just see me to click me there, which is going to be a bit annoying. The alternative, of course, is that I sacrifice going after these and just try and deal with that one. Oh, even if I turned around, I'd probably have to Unholy Vigor him and have him run after them, which I could have gotten away with, I suppose. Okay, we won't know now. Let's pass, because I can't avoid these shooting me to death, so I just have to let it happen. Okay, here we go, and get slinged. Lose 2. Pass again. I'm going to use the curse standard now because this is the important combat. These are pretty squishy, so once I'm over and done with this, we're fine. 6. This is just going to be a lot of skeleton casualties. Not much I can do to stop it. They fail morale, so they're just going to keep running, which is good. Okay, so I could come up here now. Hit those annoying flamers. Ideally do it in such a way where you don't get caught by them. I think that unit's just in a position to stop me from getting a side charge. That's kind of annoying. I have to take them head on. Again, it's just a flamer unit, so it's not exactly the end of the world, is it? Something rally somewhere? Oh, he rallied. Funny, okay. But I just have the skeleton bowman defeat him. Well, he's not going to be there in a second, but well. Spells, okay. Resurrecting stuff, here we go. Do we want to bring back some skeleton spears for this combat? Or do we want to maybe... I'll probably wait on bolstering ourselves. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bolster these now, and then when they charge me in the side, I'll greater reanimate myself to put myself back up to full strength and make myself defense 6. So when they charge me, I'll get 2+ saves against their kind of pathetic attacks and basically have them bounce off of me. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. I don't think it's necessary to Hex of... Oh, you would... Okay, we're going to Hex of Ruin this unit first, because it allows me to definitely kill them and get rid of them. And then, I can only use one spell, so I'm going to have to choose between either raising some dead or greater reanimating this unit. I think we can trust that even without crippling their defense, because they're already saving on 5s. They're going to get a lot of hits in the side. They'll get good combat res though, because they get all of their attacks into this one skeleton warrior, so that might save them. This is really annoying. I don't want that unit to be stuck there, and I'm not willing to risk it, so let's just definitely make sure this goes our way. Sorry, Spears, you're going to have to get away with 10 guys. This is what annoys me. So they get all of their combat res into my poor skeletons. So they still do 5, even with reducing them to power 2. They have good hits, though, and 6s. That should just be... Yeah, okay. We win by 4. There you go. Away with you. Yeah, can I win this turn? So it'll bounce stuff, but then the superior skill, Wight Guard, do some nice damage. Getting me back, they don't do anything. Not the most intensely effective unit, conscript, let's be honest. Okay, so they're just in a position to clip me there, which is annoying, but let's deal with the flamers now. Let's deal with these ranged units now. I can't help you there, I'm afraid. Okay. I don't know what you're going to do. I don't particularly care, honestly. Stop shooting at my poor skeleton knights. You do no damage, because you never will, effectively. Okay, me first. I'm just going to pass, because then that forces him to move. There you go, I now know that I could just ignore him for the most part. Spell-wise, do I trust 10 skeleton spears to defeat? We have effectively equal stats, except I have 1 better defense, and I have a lot more attacks. So, yeah, I guess that's fine. We can start spamming Resurrect on them after I win the combat. So instead we'll do this first. Have them just basically bounce off of us. Something rallied somewhere. Oh, that big block here rallied. Okay, I'm going to have to contend with that as well. What can they see? They can't quite catch me, which is really good news. It does mean it's going to be a bit of a pain in the neck for me to get on that unit of slingers the way I wanted to. So instead I should probably just come over here. A bit further back. That wood is really going to get in my way here. So I'm pretty sure I can see them there, and they can't see me, but just to be a bit safer. Twist further. That gives me more of a twist angle. There you go, I could definitely see them now. Ah, but I'm going to get into... That one Skulker's going to intercept me. I can't charge it. That's somewhat annoying. What do I do about that, do you think? I guess I just have to take him on like this. Do this. Challenge the Skulker to a straight-on fight, and then charge into the conscripts afterwards, I suppose. I don't mind that outcome. He's not going to do any damage to me, so it just spares them for a turn. Okay, so Izodal hits twice, which is good. Kills 1. Way to go. Their attacks on me, so they get good hits, but then I only fail on 2+, so 3 1's brilliant. I was kind of hoping I'd win this combat, but you managed to do a terrible roll. Yeah, we'll crumble, so we'll lose some more. Now we'll turn. I'll use Greater Reanimate on them again. Yeah. Yeah, we win fairly easily. Okay, so I'm going to have to Skeleton Spearman deal with the slings then. Fair enough. Here, also fairly easy, you would suspect. These are just range units. You nearly lost that. Okay. Okay, this one guy. And you're going to charge into there to help deal with them. I'm going to have swing round to hit them in the back because I need to deal with that. Okay, so that's pretty good for me. I don't know if they can see, if they can't see me, then I can get away with charging them the side. If they've just positioned where they can clip me, it'll have to be a head-on, but never mind. I'll have you come round. You can reach them, which is good, so you can get a rear charge. So, right, and otherwise, what do you think we're better off doing here? We can either greater ruin the conscripts, or we can start resurrecting our guys. I'm slightly torn as to which way you think we should do that. So if we greater ruin them, they'll go down to power defense 0 and 0. And we'll only have the 3 of them, and then after that I can resurrect a couple of them. Whereas if I resurrect now, they still have all of their power, which is enough to win me on 5s, and so it improves both, and that should grant me the win in combat, so I think I will do that, and then I can res them later. So they rally, they're running, we could deal with that later, who cares. Here we go. The SOVL doesn't kill one, their attacks on me, a lot more than last time because they've got their extra rank now. But there you go, I roll a proper 2-up save this time. So I actually win the combat. They hold because there are quite a few of them. Over here, okay, not anticipating any real damage from the single Skulker. Yeah. Here, can I defeat the Slingers? No, it's a draw. Okay, I'm going to have to start resurrecting these as well to lend them a hand. Right, can I get away with this or can they see me? It doesn't seem they can quite see me. Okay, I might be able to hit them in the side for free. There, I can. Excellent. He's got no targets because there's nothing to shoot at. Can't shoot into locked combat, so they're safe. Right, spells. You can either start resurrecting them or start resurrecting these. Probably these first, and then put 2 uses of that on the spears. So greater reanimate. Yeah, it gives me more attack, so we definitely win this one. SOVL hits twice. Get Necromancered. Okay, their attacks on me. They'll save on... Oh, it's still 2s. Yeah, because, yeah, again, greater reanimate increases my stats, so anything but a 1. Yeah, we're very good. Okay, and they're pretty weak, and then this should be enough to finish them now. They've been hit in the back. Lose by 8. 0. Can't roll that no matter how hard you try, I'm afraid. Over here. Might actually lose this. That's a draw, which is fine, because it gives me time to resurrect the unit, which is convenient. And then here, not suspecting a lot of damage. None, in fact. They'll break, which is good news for me. Okay. This is convenient, because the fact it hasn't ended is actually good news, because it gives me more time to use more of the spells to resurrect guys. Obviously, I'm going to have to take a couple shots from these. I'll lose a few warriors. That's a perfectly good trade-off. So we'll just skip charges. We're going to leave them. Yeah, bang, bang. Okay, I'll lose 2 warriors. That's the most annoying outcome, but never mind. Start resurrecting. There you go. It's basically a whole unit now. And otherwise, I'll put you there because they'll probably rally with their extra rank, so just chill out. Yeah, they do. Okay, you can charge into their back. So, skeleton warriors, I don't know, just get out of the way. We're never going to have to actually deal with that unit. We have a few more attacks this time, so we'd rather hope we'd start winning these combats. Yep, we're still stuck there. There you go. I guess I could charge there to prevent him from shooting me, but he's just going to shoot me anyway, so it's better to take 2 shots from them than like their attacks, I guess. There's 1 more. Okay, so do I want to use my raise on 8 warriors or 12 spearmen, do you think? Minimo. We'll probably lose a couple more of them. Ultimately, what we want to do is we want to get to a point where we only have to heal 1 unit and then we could take gold on the other one, so 12 is probably okay. I could just put that up to... I think we get the most gold out of the skeleton warriors because I took all those points in looter. So I think this is the way to go. So they're pretty strong now. It doesn't really matter if they win or lose this because they'll take so much damage to the conscripts that they'll give up this turn anyway. I think I've gamed that out correctly. Yeah, now we're just winning. Okay, I lose 3 more skeletons. Brilliant. And I'm going to heal them anyway, so that's okay. And then this is pretty trivial. Yep, routing this turn. Excellent. Been overcome by endlessly resurrecting skeletons. Okay, so yeah, that bowman unit got hammered, but everyone else's will eventually be patched up. Good, so the Necromancer leveled. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so we got the better versions of the spells. We got slightly unlucky in that our original spell, Raise Dead, wasn't the one we got. So now when we use Raise Dead, it will be upgrades to raise an additional D3. So you remember previously it was 3 plus D3, so it was either 4, 5 or 6. It will now be 2d3 plus 3, so you can get anywhere between 1 and 2 and 6 on the dice, so anywhere from 5 to 9 skeletons, something along those lines. So pretty good in terms of sheer numbers. It synergizes well with the fact that you can raise the unit beyond its original size, so a single use of that, getting 9 skeletons on the unit, basically means that you're safe from taking any meaningful damage. Here the size is fine, so we'll just spam Looter, I guess. So you're still just about usable at your size. You're okay. That obviously needs some help. And I think you're good. Well, it's a lot of gold to leave behind. Am I happy to try and get away with 12? Probably not. I'd rather the unit be actually kind of chunky so I can use it offensively. So yeah, I'll make them full size. There you go, 19 skeletons. Ooh, there you go, that's pretty impressive. So when I use Greater on them, I can get all my ranks of attacks, like max damage, and have spare wounds at the back, so it'll just be quite handy against everything he's thrown to. Here again, a choice between random event or fight. We're obviously going to take the fight. It's just so consistently good. Against an Imperial regiment, so some shooting with which we must contend at the back. We're skeletons, we are not afraid of such things. So what we're probably going to want, there'll be most of their stuff packed over here, I would assume. I'll make sure, if there's a cannon, I'm going to make sure that the skeleton knights aren't the closest ones so they don't get prioritised. And just in case there's something, I'm going to use you as a distraction unit to drag anything that's over here and basically waste its time. Be a little bit spread out here, it's a bit much in terms of being tied together, isn't it? There's the cannon, kind of saw that coming, so going to be a pain in the neck to actually get onto that. These are going to shoot at me no matter what I do, so I might as well just pass turns and have them move around. Okay, what would I want the cannon firing at? Probably these bowmen, hand on heart. Just use it as a distraction. We're not going to shoot at the cannon because it's got incredible defense, it just bounce off. So, well, I say that, it's power 3, so it's actually no difference between this and this. They have 1 or 2 better, so yeah, just start chipping wounds off of it. Or not, I guess. They're firing back on my wights, killing one. How dare you. My turn, so what I'll probably do is use, again, the extra speed on these so they can hit something more useful. I don't want to charge them into halberds, that'd be a very bad idea. Look at these now. Just, I don't know, stay where you are, sort of, I guess. Forward a bit. We can set up some more beneficial charges than what is currently available here if we're a bit clever. How far forward can I get before I get caught? So I can get to about there. I can probably reach that big unit of foot knights and just execute it, which would be really useful. Yes, I can. So I'll skip you. I'll put the skeleton spearmen in your way. I can hit that one in the side and start collapsing their flank in this direction. I think that's a good idea. I don't think that, yeah, that annoying cannon can't reach them, which is perfect, so I think that's a good spot. Well, they come. Good, we can ignore you. These are going to start racing forward because I need them to be able to contend with. If they turn and face them, I can just shove the spearmen directly in their way. You're presumably going to kill a few bowmen. By a few, I mean 1, which is amusing. And you can still move. Yeah, just come up here. Into the foot knights we go. There are no other charges. You see that, so they're the elite heavy infantry foot knights, they're all mailed. Knights of your Imperial Spearmen, spears. The halberdiers, crossbowmen, and cannon. Interesting. It's if I zoom out a bit too far, so that's the limit. So interesting. So if I go into there and then one, so that's the limit of what I can do and keep on walls. I'll try and play like this then because I can see all of them, which is quite fun. Let's go ahead and use this now. Standard. Forward they come. That's not an issue. Okay. I could probably put them into the side there, which isn't a bad idea. Right, gotta go further, so I'll just go straight. And then twist. There you go, perfect. I've reached them. That unit's had it, basically. Yeah, we'll probably take some damage from you. I don't particularly care. Ow, ow, ow. I could just put a huge number of skeletons on them and just stop caring. Here, how do we want to handle this, do you think? We can probably... Spells. Probably Greater Ruin this unit now, so we can just definitely get through it and not get stuck here. And then we can charge probably into the side of... Basically, once you get one on the flank and you start collapsing their line, the AI isn't smart enough to realise that, hey, we should probably turn a unit around to deal with that because this is definitely not going to go our way. Rather, it's just going to stupidly march forward and get hit in the side again. So, yeah, buckling this one in a kind of guaranteed fashion is definitely the way to go. They'll march forward. I don't particularly care. I'm just going to scooch over here or something. Actually, probably not, because then I can deny them. Let's hide this way, because it makes it so that that annoying unit of crossbows has nothing to target. Forward they come, so that's probably a rear charge, even it's even worse for them than that. Can we reach them, do you think, to... No, skeletons are quite slow, I'm afraid, so they're just going to march up here and continue to plink away harmlessly at this cannon. 0 damage. Bad as cannons are at dealing with single entity kind of large blocks, that would eventually win that ranged exchange, I'm afraid. Well, they're going to get charged, so don't worry about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use you as a bit of a placeholder. I'm going to put you here so that they can't legally charge me. They'll then basically get stuck in a position where they can't bother me. So they can't draw the line there. Okay, Skeleton Knights versus Foot Knights. Knightly orders in battle. Yeah, we just killed them. Wasn't that hard. Even with a poor hit roll. And then 2, so we take no damage. Okay, so you lost only by 8, so unless you roll double 1, they probably had it. It forcibly zooms me out there, so I can't maintain my... So they're going to charge me, but just... Oh, it's actually a side... Fine, I'll take a side charge. And we'll pick off their halberdiers as well. Nothing else to do. I could put them in the front, but that just hands them a load of combat resolution for no real purpose, so... Like this, I guess, is the better way to go about it. Interesting. We're going to start chasing my poor bowmen around. So here, we're going to use our curse standard to break them in a turn. Starting to shoot my warriors. Okay, some damage there. Because they just drew line of sight, which is annoying. So if we think ahead a little bit, I've got 2 uses of Greater Reanimate and 2 uses of the Raise Dead spell. My objective is to get out of this without sustaining any casualties, so I've taken some damage to this unit, some damage to this unit, and I'll probably take a bit of damage to this unit when I do this fight anyway, so that's 3. So they've only sustained a few casualties, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use Greater Raise on this unit to give me, well, it's not going to give me attacks this turn because it won't carry over, but it'll give me a bunch of spare wounds so that if I do take damage, I won't drop below 16. I can use Greater Raise later on the bowman, and I can use Greater Reanimate on this one, because I only took a couple, and I'll be basically at full HP. Something along those lines, so we'll do that. So, Greater Raise. For a huge number of skeleton spears, we got near max there, so we got 8 extra guys. So we now outnumber them. And then you can just, I know, chill out, get out of the range of those annoying halberdiers. So, I mean, you know what I mean, the Imperial Crossbowmen. Still killing my bowman. Please stop. If you had to have a unit that was taking a load of shots from a cannon, it would probably be this one. Nope, no hits this time. They rally, that's fine. I kind of knew that was coming. I'm just going to, once they break here, I'm just going to put them into their back and keep going. You, I don't know, you are stuck here for the turn, I'm afraid. Can't move you at all. I've actually managed to box myself in quite well. The position of that white guard unit means I cannot really move. Sorry, guys. So just spin on the spot. There you go. Good move. Form a full 180. Oh, we hit terribly. Oh, that's not good at all. We got only 12 hits. Okay, we still managed to win, amazingly. But they have great discipline, so they hold on. Ouch. Kind of expected that to go a bit better. Here is more promising. Yeah, we killed them all for no damage. Away they go. Okay, you can then wrap up here, I guess. Okay, we're going to have to... Again, we need to use... I guess, well, we've set up... I meant to do that. There's a perfect side charge for us here now. Nothing else I can do. I guess I'll have to Greater Ruin this unit again. You're going to pester those, as ever. I don't really care. I'll do this now, then, because there's... What am I waiting for? You can't go that way, so just start making your way this way. Yeah, I lose 1, which is... So we go down to, what, 16, I think the unit started on? So as long as we don't lose another 7, we're basically at full strength. I can't quite reach them this turn, annoyingly. No, I'm going to have to take another volley of shooting before I can kill them. So be it. I mean, if they break, I can just charge them both again, which is funny. Just pass. I'm going to shoot them. Slowly but surely I'll lose all skeletons. Guess I'll come this way. I can't actually escape that direction, so we're going forward. But if we're lucky, can I reach those in combat? No. As this is effectively a skeleton warrior unit, that's the plan. Eventually I'll get them into close quarters so I could just stop shooting me, please. They're a lot less intimidating with 2 attacks in melee. Okay, so I've Greater Ruin this one this time, so it should be considerably easier. They won't do any damage in the front, because, yeah, their power's 0. There we go. No loss of skeletons, which is good. So there you go, they just break. Good riddance, and I have to deal with this one. They're going to charge me first, so I can counter. And then because I've countered them there, I'm now allowed to put them into the front. I'm contemplating not doing so, because I'll lose... I guess what I'll have to do then is I'll have to use my reanimate on this unit. They're going to get so many wounds off. It might be better just to leave it to the knights, because think about it, they'll get 1 attack each, so they get 11 attacks into my warriors. Better skills, so they'll get 2/3 of them are hits, so if it was 12, it'd be 8, so like 7.6 recurring hits on average. And then there'll be power 4 on the charge against defense 3, so 2/3 of that again. I know, like 4 point, or about 5 of them will die, which is, whereas if I just send the skeletons in, yeah, they get all the attacks and skeletons, but we have equal skill, so they only get 5.5 hits, and they get a 3-up save re-rolling, so I take almost no damage. I'm going to leave them out. It's actually worse putting them in than just having them stand there. You can't reach, but next turn will be on all of their stupid range stuff. We're going to try and fail to catch my unit of skeleton bowmen. I'm not particularly fussed. I can just use this as an opportunity to finally reach you. If I'm unlucky, they can shoot me, and then I'll lose enough guys that I might be taken out of charge range. That'd be embarrassing. Lose a couple more, but we're still over what we started with, so we're okay. Now the objective here, a little trick you can use to abuse the AI. AI range shoots will never declare a charge. So if I get to here, and that's clearly a side charge, I can go into the side and they won't charge back. So it's just a free side charge for me. They're going to turn and... Okay, that's... See, it looked like it turned that way from the graphic, but no, it's actually looked that way. Yeah, I lose 2. Oh, am I now out of range? I hope not, that would be very annoying. Not much I can do with these, let's be honest. Spells, I don't know. Great to reanimate them to make their stats even better, but I want to save it for heals, so go ahead and start giving me bowmen back. Oh, this will make it so I can reach them. There you go, I'm a genius there. Now I can definitely reach them, no problem. I get the whole unit return, so everything they did, all that shooting was for nothing. There you go, the power of greater raise there. That's incredible. You just can't stop the skeleton numbers. I think they failed. Yeah, they failed their rally check, which is convenient, so I can just kill through them. You're kind of stuck here again, I'm afraid. I could kind of go all the way backwards and start moving around like that. Oh, bollocks, because the unit got too big, they can now hit me in the side. I need you to win this so you could hit them in the side quite badly. Okay, I do lose a skeleton, interestingly. Okay, we win. Please run away.
Bollocks. That's really irritating. The unit stretched out too far. They're going to catch me. Ugh. Nothing I can do here, really. No. I've been side charged, so I still don't get to catch that bloody cannon. Stays in place because there's nothing for him to do. You're just going to lose that, I'm afraid. You're just going to win that, so... What have I got? 2 uses of Greater Reanimate. Good time to use it now because I've lost a guy, so just put them back for me, please. There you go, back to full strength. And I'm defense 6, which is relevant because it's only power 3, so it means they'll do less damage to me, which is convenient. Up we go. They rally, I have to have someone deal with that. Start coming around. Having another unit skeleton warriors on that side would have been clever because he's currently just stuck behind his allies at this point. No damage. Yeah, they're pretty hardy, these. It's going to take a while to cut through them. And we do finally get through. Okay, how much damage are they going to take? Lots, because you can't roll a save to save your life. Ugh. Well done, but Bowman's still fulfilling their purpose of distracting the enemy ad infinitum. No losses there, and it will only get worse for them as we go on, because we're going to get more and more shots. Well, attacks, but that way first anyway. So they've already rallied, so what I'm going to do, and to protect my knights from being shot by that irritating cannon, they can't see us now, but it could rotate, so I'm just going to do this immediately. Because these can follow up on that one, and you can follow up on that one. There are no other charges. Sorry, Bowman, this is going to hurt. You can't do anything, which is good. You get behind them in case they rally. They don't, they're going to go away, that's fine. Okay, I need to move this unit out of the way first. I'll probably use you aggressively then. You can't reach, never mind. Get out of the way. Greater Reanimate the Bowman now to try and save a couple of them. I mean, I'm not saving it for anything else. Oh, I'm saving it for these because they took some damage. Assume they're all going to die. They'll clean that up. They can then charge that and then they can go into the spears. So just give me back my... I'm missing some White Guard. I swear I had more. I must have been shot a few times, so probably the White Guard in that case. There you go, back up to full strength. Still can't reach anyone for combat purposes, but never mind. Re-rallies, I'll have to have someone deal with that. Good, skeletons can reach. This is going to hurt. Yeah, they're all dead. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's just us presumably killing these. Should be able to hold on. Good. And then go into the irritating cannon. Okay, so they're going to charge me, but not really. And then you can eliminate the cannon for me so it doesn't blast you and do 1,000,000 damage. Interesting positioning. Okay, what am I going to do about that, do you think? So they'll be, when I win this combat, you hope, they'll then be in a spot to see and hit them. They won't be able to stop them, they're out of the way, so let's do this first. I'm going to move you up so you can hit that unit back in case it decides to hold on. It's a side charge, it might do a little bit of damage to me, but so be it. No, they're buggered off. So we'll come down here. What spells? I've just got Holy Vigor left, so I might as well just use it on myself to get into a good position. I can get far enough around here to catch that unit. Okay, apparently I can't stand there because it's too close, but there you go. Maybe it'll allow me a side charge there, we'll see. Should be relatively straightforward. We do no damage at all there, that hard, okay, that's not good. They still break though because they've got terrible discipline checks. Great, here, it dies instantly. There's a wound, impressively. Only defense 5, so yeah, one of them is wounded. I want to bear that in mind for our... Okay, we're routing this turn, so we want to do this in such a way where we take minimal damage. If I allow them to charge, I get all those attacks on my skeleton warriors, which would suck, so let's intercept them here. I might lose a wight or two, but it's better than the alternative. They still break. We're just going to skip now because there's nothing I can do. We burned through every spell. Zodal here really taxing herself. Out the full magic encyclopedia. So we win. How many do we lose? None. Excellent. Perfect result. Away with you. Be scared by my elite skeletons. Almost got away with it with those bowmen. So close. Ah well, worth a try. The White Guard have levelled. I don't particularly care about any of these for now. I'll take the unit size, it'll be relevant later, but for now. I'm happy to leave them as they are. You're okay at that size. I can use greater raise to make them like a 20-man unit, so we'll take gold. You're obviously fine. The bowman leveled up. What do you think for replenishment, just because of the sheer amount of damage we're taking, so I don't stay at like minimum. Yeah, so there you go. Fixed, 13 of 13, and you're perfectly fine as you are. Okay, so we still came out of it with a good amount of money. Get healthy-sized units, so let's go into the armory. Okay, it's still a wight. I really want another Necromancer. Shame. Okay. Now, in terms of the thing, I'll probably take the White Lawn Skeletons. Zombies don't... They're the same kind of theme of what we're doing with our marching forward, but they really, really don't do anything. They're the ultimate just a tar pit unit. They just stand there and sustain damage and don't do anything back like skill 2. So we're going to take this one. Technically, if you wanted to play min-maxing, for anyone knows, the Dread Knights would 100% be the best choice. But it's not in the spirit of what we're trying to do. So we'll go with a White Lord. Here comes there. We have a new unit of Skeleton Spears. And for upgrades, we have 201. I don't particularly care. Like, Izodal's got a lot of... Like, she's very busy necromancing the army up, so that's not a priority at this point. So we'll go kind of damage upgrades and things. Lots of banners of mists and valors and stuff, which isn't that useful. I was hoping for banners of fury and curse banners. We didn't really get what I wanted there, so... make them a bit faster because they're dreadfully slow right now is a good idea. Spears faster? Yeah, go on then. Swiftness are generally good because it means you get Banner of Fury on the skeleton bows. That's probably a bit excessive, so we'll take that. The Knights. I've already got Banner of Fury and I've already got Curse Standard, so there's not really anything else missed, so they don't get shot off the board just in case. They're a valuable unit, so I'll give that to them. And yeah, Bowman for speed for kiting purposes, and we'll save the rest of our gold. Okay, so then we have a new unit, the White Lord Skeleton Spears. We'll expand you out. Probably to that size is okay for now. So Morbant, Ashen Fell. So what does a White Lord do? They also have the Unholy Vigor spell, so I can move. I can make 2 guys super fast now per turn, which is cool. Why not? Just a really good, useful spell. He's also got Eternal Reign, the Commander ability. So he always reduces crumble by 1. So if you're losing combat, you're not going to lose too many skeletons to just crumbling, which is good. He also has his own regeneration, so he restores all his wounds. So because he's got 3 wounds. Most enemy lords have only 2 or 3 attacks, so the only way an enemy lord would ever kill him in a duel is if he's a hit every single time and he failed every single save. Him failing every single save is unlikely given that he starts at defense 6 because of his shield and heavy armor. So basically in a straight fight he's unkillable. You're never going to get... The only way to get rid of him, I find, when I play it against White Lords is you charge him with a unit from like the side or something and you do so much damage that it overflows from the unit onto the character and kills them, because when it's down to just character, this is just miserable trying to chop through him. So there you go, a good tar pit unit. All we've got are tar pit units. They're all just tar pit. It's the theme of the army, so there you go. We're at least being consistent. Okay, we'll go and have a look at what this random event is. An optional battle against enemy vampires. How dare you? We're the only vampires in town. Yeah, I think we'll take them on. Seek them out. So it's worth it because it's a fight. So you get the XP, you get the gold, and then the little extra is that you get a magic item at the end. It is a pretty difficult fight though, so we're in for a bit of a challenge on this one. Okay, so there'll be, if I recall, there's something like 2 units of really fast Skeleton Knights or Dread Knights that we have to deal with. So we'll deal with one of them with mine, and the other one we're just going to have to get... Someone's going to get charged, I'm afraid, guys. I can't stop it. So Bowman on the side. Stretch, well, you don't really need to stretch them out, that's fine. You there. Skeleton Spears sort of there, I guess. I need these into a position where they can get somewhere useful and catch anything on the flank, so there would probably be good. White Lord can kind of support himself down the flank. And then you there. Something like that. Okay, so 2 units of very scary Vampire Knights with their Dread Knights. So it's an all hype. It's the same army, Dead Nations, but it's the exact opposite of my build, where it's all super speedy stuff that's going to come do nasty damage to me. So they're probably going to come forward and engage that unit, I hope. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stand here and shoot you to start. Any damage we do is worth its weight in gold because like we can't scare them away. We have like with us, we have to crumble every single one. Oh, there's a minor. If you zoom in. Oh, interesting. I thought I saw a graphical bug there where I could see when I shot at them, I could see just the character model, but not the other one. So those are what Dread Knights look like. The Undead Elite Cav. Can't even see it. They're undead for all the armor. That's not in the spirit of it all. Fell bats and some giant bats there. dire wolves. Ooh, red eyes, very scary. All the same over there. Okay. Right, so they've got some annoying chip damage from the Vampire Knights firing Shadow Bolt at us, but we don't particularly care. Let's just get out of here. We don't want to get caught unnecessarily. I was kind of hoping I'd see where that one goes, and that'll allow me to position around. What do I want to do first? I think I'll... Can I take on a unit of direwolves with you? I think so. I think they can win that pretty easily. I can get there to charge them, which is good. So I'll Unholy Vigor this unit now for positional purposes. And I'm going to run you forward to slay that annoying unit. You might get flanked. I think you'll be okay. Just in case I'll twist the touch to... I can't, because then I lose the charge, which sucks because... It's actually irrelevant because I'm already power 4. They'll get their charge regardless, so... Honestly, just standing here and letting them charge me and staying nice and far away from them is probably a better idea. So, I'll explain my reasoning. We have better skill than them already, so that makes no difference. So, it's a question of whether or not they charge me or we both charge each other. If they charge me, they'll go from power 4 to power 5, which it sucks because I'm only defense 5, so it will mathematically make a difference. If I charge them, I go from... I'm trying to look at the unit here, it won't tell me, but there you go. We're 4, and we'll go from 4 to 5, which is nice, but they're only defense 3, so it's not actually going to make any difference. You might as well just have them come to you and stay nice and far away from the enemy stuff. So I'm just going to twist a bit to make sure I'm not going to get flanked by these later on, but I'm still in front arc, so that's okay. Forward they come. They're really, wasting my time with these bloody units. Chip away my skeletons with Shadow Bolt again. I can't really stop them. Okay, so I'm more than happy to run this one forward because I want the Fellbats to charge that unit. They will just lose. Fellbats suck in combat. Basically, they only get 6 attacks with pretty poor skill. I should be able to just pummel them to death. Do I need to Unholy Vigor anything right now? Not really. Might as well just save it. They stayed where they are because, yeah, they're just going to take the charge on them, which is fine. I'm now going to move you out of the way because there's no way we're taking on that unit of Dread Knights with the Vampire Knight in it without support. So, good. I now know where they've landed, so I can see where I need to get to outflank that unit, which is just like this. So they'll suicide their way into the spears, which is what I want. I don't really care about the Fellbats, honestly, and I can hit these in the side. Perfect. You just stand where you are and accept the unit that's about to commit suicide on you, I guess. Okay, so there. No, I'm going to put a stop to that one. They're going to take that charge. That's good. I'm perfectly happy with that one. I've got no other charge to declare because I'm just accepting them. It's a very weird playstyle. Normally I wouldn't take this many charges, but I'm just... Yeah, hit me, guys. I'm not going to stop you. Right, me first. Just use Curse Standard now because, this is obviously the most important thing we're going to be doing, so now or never. They passed because they have so few units. I guess I'll use yours as well because there's not going to be any combats for you after this, really. Okay, good. I now know where he's landed. Please stop blasting my guys. Bad news is that he's going to catch that unit, which is going to suck, so I might just turn these skeleton warriors around and sacrifice them. Basically to hold them in place, and then I can get around him with 2 units and trap him. The best way to deal with reanimated units, so that basically the counter to our own playstyle. Because reanimated units don't run away, you don't want to give them an opportunity to turn around after you flank them and start hitting you in combat. So you always want to engage them from 2 sides. Once you lock a unit in place from 2 angles at once, they can't reform even if they're in a stagnant combat. So you can effectively hold them in place and reduce their attacks to almost nothing, which is definitely worth it. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to use Unholy Vigor on this unit now. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to run them at them so that when they charge me, I'll kind of get them. They won't have an opportunity to go too far. They only get to about there. That'll make it really easy for me to put a unit in. Let's go a bit. Actually, so when I do the charge, we'll meet about in the middle. So we'll meet about there. So you can then turn and hit them in the side, and you can come forward and hit them in the side. That should be possible. So, and the bowman, just, I don't know, sit pretty. Not going to be able to engage anything, so don't worry about it. Here, we're definitely going to use Greater Ruin on this unit right now, because I need it gone. This should be trivial because of my number of attacks. This, they might survive. The only thing that scares me is that these units, while I will win eventually, I might get stuck for one turn. And because of that, I don't have time to do my cheeky surround the enemy trick. But we're just going to have to hope for the best. So, Greater Ruin these now. Make it nice and easy for my Skeleton Knights. So this is their Vampire Knight hitting me. But because they're only power 1, they won't do any meaningful damage. Oh, that's a terrible hit roll. Okay, so only 6 wounds. Not the time to do a bad hit roll, I'm afraid. No damage, so they'll crumble, which is nice. So they lose some more. 2, good. So there's just the Vampire Knight and 2 left. Yeah, so, oh, look at that. His Erdal's going nuts. Just instant kill 2 of them. Yeah, we lose only 1, which is pretty impressive. And we finish the unit. Excellent. They're definitely free to move and flank them. And then here, can I defeat 6 bats? 6 wounds worth of bats, rather. So he gets 1. They're attacking me. Yeah, I take 1 casualty. And because they've got charged, I get all of my attacks. So please get rid of them. That's not great, but they've got bad discipline. So go away. Yes, there we go. Here, you're not going to do a whole lot. I lose a couple of skeletons, and then they die. Yeah, brilliant work. They literally just flew over the field and impaled themselves on a huge brick of skeletons. You're going to charge them. You're a sacrificial lamb, I'm afraid. You're just going to have to deal with it. Yeah, confirm. There are no charges. You know, I could have, if I was clever, because I knew this unit of bowmen wasn't going to be able to do anything else. Last time I should have ran them up here and then charged them in this turn. None of their attacks will be directed onto the bowmen, so it's all just extra combat damage here, so something I very much should have done. We'll have to do it next turn. Never mind. Otherwise, yeah, okay, so you get up here and hit them in the side. I've never had this happen before. We're going to wind up with a combat that has 3 characters in it. I don't know how this interaction is going to go. This is very interesting. So for our spells, you've taken a bit of damage. I think you got shot by one of their shadow bolts. You've taken a bit of damage and you're dead, basically. So we want as many of our units as possible to get up to full strength before it basically comes to an end. So how would we effectively go about doing that, do you think? Right, we can use Greater Raise. If I take any damage here, I'll use Greater Reanimate. So Greater Reanimating ourselves when we charge in is probably the better bet. And then here I can use the normal one, and I can use a normal one on this, and a greater one on that. So yeah, I've got, probably this is going to take me 4 turns, but I don't have 4 turns, so start prioritising now. Put one of those back now, because they're not going to take any more damage, so you might as well just be at full. There you go, that's that unit fixed. They keep running, which is good news for me. You're going to turn around, come over here, there you go, side charge. I suppose I can be cheeky and try and squeeze her. Oh, can I? If I unholy vigor myself, maybe I can get into the back. I don't think I quite have the space for this. So I get to there. No, it's still a side charge. Oh well, we'll take it. Here, I don't know, you're out of luck, I'm afraid. Okay, here we go. So yeah, they do no damage from the Lord. Another 2 from me. No damage. So they're just, really it's crumble damage that's going to kill them. Yep. The Vampire Knight left. He's never going to do any damage to me, so the chip wounds I do is going to really hurt them. Yeah, you're finished, guys. I don't know how to tell you this. Ouch. Yeah. Do a wound, though. Just makes it slightly easier for me. Well done. I'll just yeah, get in there and start hurting them. Yeah, I could... Ooh, if I leave them, they'll turn and face me. At which point I could set up my... They'll have to turn and face... One of them will get a rear charge, and I could probably squeeze one around to do a side charge. If they turn and face me this way, I won't be able to get around them, so it's probably not worth the hassle. Let's just take our definite safe side charges now. The very best scenario, of course, is putting one in the back and one in the rear, but we'll take what we get here, I suppose. So this is irrelevant, it no longer requires any attention. This is more of a hassle. I don't think I even win combat unless I Greater Ruin this unit because of how good their stats are. They'll just pummel everything next to me, so it won't give me a chance to heal much, I'm afraid. So, but it's better than losing the combat. So, yeah, just cripple them. Let's win this now. That's it. Okay, so can I defeat this last one? No damage. 1 wound, which is enough to win me the combat, which means you'll crumble anyway. Hey, the bowman actually killed him. Where'd it go? Here, okay, so it's, oh good, it's the White Lord that's engaging the duel, which is perfect for me, because I was concerned if the Vampire Knight hit my Necromancer, the shoot Lady Vespera here would win pretty quickly, but against a defense 6 Lord who regenerates every time, no chance. I wonder why that happened. Why do you think they aggroed on that one rather than that one? Fine. I'm not going to complain. It works in my advantage on this occasion. Yeah, some wounds there. There's one Skilly Spear. And no, 2 up saves on the white card, so that's perfect. And they rout this turn anyway, so I've got no opportunities to heal everyone to full, but I take, like, it's relatively minuscule damage, isn't it? We're basically at full HP. Except for the warriors. Sorry, guys. Someone always gets sacrificed, I'm realising, but it's within keeping with the theme, isn't it? They're disposable troops, ultimately. So this is a big unit now, so I'll go ahead and start increasing them. 12 or 14 is fine. Skeleton warriors leveled. At this point, I'm going to take the replenishment, because we're just getting our backside. There you go, back up to full instantly. You're full HP, you're basically full HP. Skeleton knights have leveled up. I'm not particularly fussed about either of those, so more cash, please. There we go. And we've got unyielding. Reroll failed damage saves. Unfortunately, I think that goes on. Yeah, Izodal. So that's reroll failed damage saves in combat. She's not really a combat lord. That's not what she's for. So not going to get a lot of use out of that, but never mind. Okay, I think that's where we'll stop with a good part there. So otherwise, yeah, it's just more. It's good. I'm liking it. We're keeping tight with the theme of the Necromancer skeleton run. So all these just overwhelming the enemy with guys they just can't hack through, except for one unit we have to give up each turn. But well, that's what they're for. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed that. It's being a lot of fun from my perspective. So hopefully it kind of bleeds through and you kind of get the joy I'm getting. If you did like that, do like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel, and I appreciate it a lot. So if you can, go for it. If you have any notes on the run itself or any other SOVL stuff that you'd maybe like to see, do please drop a comment down in the comment section. I'm more than happy to take feedback on board, and I do take the time to kind of go through and read each of the comments. Or if you just want to chat, that's fine too. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.